It's the month of love, and as we all know, it's that time of the year where we get to show our significant others how much we love them. Buying expensive gifts and booking expensive dinners, but it never really occurred to me why I wouldn't use this time to also learn to love myself again. It's so easy to forget about oneself after devoting all our time and energy to the ones we love. But self-care and self-love is so important. I decided that this month I would allow myself to take it easy, to not worry about the mess, to not worry about keeping the house tidy or making dinner every night. Yeah, it's been rough, but that's okay. I'm okay. And I'm allowed to not want to do all these things. I'm allowed to be lazy if I want. So here I am, just enjoying every minute of the day and not trying to speed through it because I'm so busy, always doing something. Especially with my babies. I know my older self would want me to take these days slow and to embrace every smile, cry, and giggle. For today, I wanted to make something special for my low energy days. I found this recipe online that is super easy and simple to make. It only requires 3 ingredients and it turns out really delicious. All you're going to need is a Pillsbury pie crust, some strawberry jam, and 1 egg. And of course, you might need a couple other ingredients here and there, but those are pretty easy to obtain. So the first step is to roll out the dough and make sure to use flour to avoid it sticking to the surface. And since I recently transitioned into being a stay-at-home mom, I needed to be a little bit more intentional and conservative with my purchases and get creative with what I already had at my home. I had this circular cookie cutter that I never used, so I decided to reshape it into a heart and use that instead of purchasing a new one. Once I had all my cutouts, it was time to fill each one with strawberry jam. I was running into an issue of the dough not sticking to itself when I pressed it down with the fork, but I figured out that once I rubbed a little bit of water around the edges, it really helped with the sticking process. I had some leftover pie crust, so I used that to give some hearts a little extra love. And the last step was to apply an egg mix on top of everything. And basically it's just a whisk egg and 1 tablespoon of water, and I use that to rub everything on. And then lastly, I just let them bake in the oven for 15 minutes or so, or until they were golden brown. I also ran into this really cute vanilla blueberry matcha drink, and I really wanted to give that a try. So for this specific drink, all you're gonna need is some blueberries, milk, and some matcha powder. This recipe is pretty straightforward, so I'll just let it roll through, but I will leave the instructions in the description box for you guys as well. I personally don't like the taste of matcha, but you're always free to change up the recipe as you please. I personally would have probably done a banana smoothie mix on top, and then maybe use a bit of food coloring to give it a different color and make it festive. For this case though, I did do matcha for both of them, and I did drink it just because I know matcha has tons of health benefits, but I definitely didn't enjoy the taste as much as I thought I would. I think if it would have been banana, it would have been so much more delicious. For those of you wondering, my toddler Carter is teething pretty badly, and he's also going through sleep regression. So he's been skipping naps and going straight to his bedtime at around 5 p.m. It's a little early, but I just let him do what feels right to him, so he's already down for bed at this time. And then Kira, on the other hand, she doesn't like to nap at all. And it's always been like that since she was a newborn. She usually takes no more than 10 to 15 minute naps throughout the day and goes down for the night around 6 p.m. So this is truly the time where Mika and I get to spend time together, make dinner, and enjoy our husband and wife time. It's so important to be able to nourish our relationship, especially after having kids. We both agreed that despite our disagreements and arguments from time to time, we should do our best to show our babies what a loving marriage is like. And we think that we also owe it to them to have a healthy marriage, as we've both experienced what it's like to have broken families. For tonight, Mika made dinner while I made some cute Valentine's Day gift baskets for the kids. And once we were done eating, we actually watched a bit of a crime documentary that we've been loving on Netflix. And yeah, that is pretty much everything for tonight. And I truly hope that you enjoyed watching to the end, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.